All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh HaKadosh. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to elect, which we ought to be. Brother Hawaii, this is the year of, where hopefully and stuff, it'll be the year of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because it means that we're that much closer and stuff going home. You know what I'm saying? And also the return and stuff of our, the Heavenly Son, Yahweh Shah. You see? And the thing is that before those different things and stuff take place, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Jacob's trouble. Like it's gonna be Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be horrendous. You know what I'm saying? Or if you in jail or incarcerated or in a FEMA camp, or if you still out here and whatnot. Because guess what? It's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna take place within Jacob's trouble. So this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. And it says, alas, for that day is great, right? And that's talking about a period of time. It's not just gonna be one day, right? It says, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? You Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who our appearance instead of a heathen. You see, right? The thing is that Jacob's trouble and whatnot and stuff. Esau finna come down with great wrath, as it says in Revelation 12 and 12. You see, because you know that he got a short period of time. We're also seeing stuff that all these nations, shall hate the horde, but that great destruction stuff happens after Jacob's trouble. You see, Jacob's trouble and stuff is gonna we're all going to have to experience Jacob's trouble and stuff until you have a shot return or you get put to death. And when I say get put to death and whatnot, I'm saying if you're a believer, you see, right? Right? Because guess what? You'll still be shit worthy of the crown if you hold on no matter what. You see? Right? So this is it says, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's talking about the elect of our people. You know what I'm saying? The 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men, 12 tribes of Israel, the government body, and the one third, which is only going to be in North America. Men, women, and children who are Israelites believe, no matter how they look, convert, keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability, mingle with faith, repenting every day, and not cherry picking what they want to repent on, and repenting on the timely fashion on the Lord's time before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Predestined from the beginning, written in the book of life. And then you got the innumerable multitude, you know what I'm saying, that's outside of America and stuff that it believes. You see? Right? And there's some people and stuff going through Jacob's trouble already. You see? You know? But guess what? It's a fluctuation. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down, not a fluctuation. Uh it's a pretty much you see it, it's like a disease and whatnot and stuff, and it's constantly growing. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is Daniel's 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Right? So guess what? It's gonna be crazy and stuff. Romans 15 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you get everybody got a firearm and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When that ammunition goes out and whatnot, what people are gonna do? They're gonna sit up here and use bats, baseball bats. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it in a lot of them zombie movies and whatnot and stuff. They they had a ooh, look at that. They had the barbed wire wrapped around it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right? And guess what? Esau, even the full-blooded spirit of Caucasian and stuff, he's letting you all know through his movies. You know what I'm saying? In TV series and whatnot and stuff. You see? What was that one thing? Leave the world behind. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause guess what? A lot of people who's dedicated their lives to be an American. You see? Who's dedicated their lives and stuff to be an American and whatnot and stuff. The thing is that guess what? You all a lot of stuff and stuff. You're gonna have to say goodbye to certain things, and like the scriptures also says, it's even harder for It's even harder for it's hard for a rich man and stuff. I go. I'm sorry. Let me grab it then. Bear with me. This it's Matthew chapter 19 verse 24. It says, "And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai." You see, and the thing is that uh, uh, a camel is a stubborn it's a stubborn animal and whatnot and stuff, and it can take a long time and stuff to get that camel to kneel down and go through a small entrance. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Right? Well, guess what? It's going to be the same way for a lot of you people and whatnot and stuff who hold America dear, or your or the current rulership that you in and stuff holding it dear. Well, not rulership. This current era. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Right? It's like it. So I'm read again. It says, "And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle." It says, "Than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High." And the thing is that a lot of you all are too attached and stuff to this current present world and stuff. You're not even looking for the world to come. You see, you know, yeah, the scriptures does say and stuff that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that follows. You know what I'm saying, right? Thing is that you niggas and stuff don't even want to go through the trouble. And I was watching the brother Kawalia earlier. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was he pretty much went into the fact that that uh you people want to try to use Esau's system and whatnot and stuff just so you can make it through Jacob's trouble and whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be certain people and stuff who still gonna have jobs. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's gonna be people and stuff who still gonna fuck around and have jobs and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? It's still gonna be hard because it's gonna be a lot of people and stuff who ain't gonna have one. You see? You know? And guess what? A lot of people are not really prepared and stuff to be pilgrims. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's why even who is it? Uh, even homeless individuals and whatnot and stuff, hey, they gonna be considered as gold in those days, especially if they believe. You know why? Because they know how to survive. You see, you know they know how to deal with persecution and whatnot and stuff, or dealing, not just persecution, but deal with tough times and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? A lot of you all, you're not prepared. You see, right? So it's back in Daniel chapter 12. Since you all can't leave the world behind and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You're gonna try to cleave onto it and stuff, just like Lot's wife. You see, and what happened when it came down to Lot's wife and stuff? She got destroyed. She got turned to a pillar of salt. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because she couldn't leave the world behind. You see, you got to understand and stuff. Lot was a rich man and whatnot and stuff, but guess what? He was able to leave the world behind after the angel told him to leave. You see, right? And you got to be the same way. But guess what? A lot of people ain't gonna really be like that. Right now, it's cool calling yourself an Israelite and stuff, right? When ain't the trouble ain't there, but the Lord and stuff is gonna prove who his friends are. You see, and that's why the brothers always say, Jacob's trouble is gonna really separate those who believe and those who don't. You see, right? So this is back in Daniel 12:1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stand before the children of thy people," which is the archangel. It says, "And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time." So all the different gruesome stories and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that happened in the past and stuff, the ancient days, how they fought before guns and shit was here. You know what I'm saying? An actual sword and whatnot and stuff. Hey, it's gonna be hectic like that. And then on top of that and stuff, guess what? You're gonna have a lot of people and stuff who don't believe in the scriptures. And a lot of Israelites and stuff are blind. You see, and then we got the heathens and stuff. Guess what? They hate us too. You see, because they know that guess what? They're not going to be able to rule in the kingdom of heaven with the Israelites. They got their time. Now it's ours, and we're gonna rule forever. You see, and we're gonna have people and stuff coming after us like that too. So this is it says, "And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book," the Bible, meaning the worthy. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the thing is that hey, we all hope to be of the hopeful elect. You see, and it says, verse 2, it says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. It says, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And when it comes down to you know, just because you're an Israelite and stuff, the Lord can bring you into this truth just to get you, just to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what is it and stuff? The fairity is going to be the fact that guess what? You have the right and stuff to live correctly. You have the right and stuff to live correctly and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? It's going to be in your choice. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord gave us choice. You know what I'm saying? Options. You see, He gave His way of instruction, and then guess what? The world and stuff is showing their way of instruction. But which one is going to ultimately get you saved? You see, if you die at 2/3 and stuff, when it comes down to being an Israelite in the world and whatnot and stuff, you're gonna wake up with everlasting shame and contempt in the kingdom. Yeah, you're gonna be an Israelite. You're gonna have spiritual powers. You're gonna be under the second covenant. You know what I'm saying? You know, but guess what? You'll be the children of those and stuff who probably gave you warning, or those and stuff who repent and stuff in time. Because guess what? You don't got a long period of time and stuff. When Jacob's trouble come, the obligation to teach and stuff is no longer going to be there. And it's a lot of people and stuff who don't want us teaching anyways. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it reveals and stuff that their way of life and stuff is fucking wicked or it's evil in the eyes of the Lord, and they don't want to hear that. You see, they want to pretty much. If you ever seen the Jackie Adventures of Jackie Chan, when it came down to the talisman, all they had to do was squeeze it and got the power. That's how people want to use the Lord. And guess what? The Lord like, nah, you want to you don't got much time. You see? But guess what? You got a lot of wicked Israelite stuff. You think they get all the time in the world. You see? And what else? What else is going to bring Jacob's trouble and stuff? For the fact that Jacob they're not going to find well, the 2/3 anyways, in the rebellious of Israel. They're not going to be able to find uh, 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 they're not going to be able to find the correct way, and that's going to be trouble for Jacob. You see, that's going to be trouble for Israelites. You see, right, right. Um, this is Let me see. Here we go. This second Esdras chapter 15. Exodus. This second Esdras chapter 15, verse 1. It says, no. Let me grab that first. This is Amos. Because if you don't know how to live correctly or live according to the Bible, or to even have faith in the true names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, then guess what? You're done. You're done. You're too through. You see, this is uh man, yeah. This is Amos. This is Amos 8 and 11, and it says, "Behold, the day is come, saith the Lord power, Yahweh." Bashim Yashah, it says that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water. It says, but of hearing the words of the Lord. You see, and guess what? Yeah, you might have the Bible, maybe you even have the Apocrypha and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? If you can't apply it and whatnot, or wisdom is not meeting you in every thought, you're screwed. You see, because it's not like you just gonna sit up here and just be reading and getting it now. If you all are not getting it now and whatnot and stuff, what makes you think you're gonna read it later down the line and get it then? Time is wasted. You see, that's why it says it's high time to wake up out of sleep. But you got Israelites who want to stay asleep, and you can be an Israelite and stuff, even though your outward appearance and stuff is not of the typical Negro, Latino, and Native American. You see. As it says in Romans 8 and 16, the spirit bear witness. You see, right? So this is Amos, and we got it. And pretty much the scriptures also says that you should know a tree by its fruit. And when it comes down to this people, for the fact that a lot of them ain't getting it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Israelites and stuff think that just because they Israel, they fine. No, if you're not of the elect and whatnot, you're going to get destroyed however way and stuff that the Lord see fits. You see? And it also says in Revelations 9 and 6, there shall be some that will seek death, and death shall flee from them. You see, so imagine somebody trying to commit suicide and it just don't work. The Lord know how to reserve the wicked and stuff onto destruction. You see, and guess what? Wicked and stuff is a lifestyle. It's a how you live. You see, so guess what? You have the choice of living correctly, and you have the choice of living wicked. And yes, you do get tempted. Proverbs 24:16 says, "A just man shall fall 7 times," and that don't mean the 8th time you fuck up and stuff. That guess what? You over with. No, 7 means completion and stuff. But the biblical I can't even say the word numerology, numerics. It's like, but this Amos 8 and 12, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it." Why? Because you're going to need someone who understands the scriptures. As it says in Amos 3 and 7, surely the Lord would do nothing but reveal his secrets unto the prophets. So the Lord already got an order. He already has it and stuff where when it comes down to the prophets, he was going to reveal it unto them so they can go out and teach on the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? A highway is found outside. You see? So guess what? The Lord is not dealing with these churches, these temples, these mosques. You know what I'm saying? He's not dealing with that. Nor any other so-called religion. Because when you go into the Latin word, go into the Latin when it comes down to religion and stuff, it means to bind. It goes into the word religio, which means to bind. But the scripture says the truth shall set you free. So if people still want to be bound to this world and whatnot, then guess what? You'll get destroyed with it. You see, so you can only take heed to this message because eventually the Lord's gonna pull us back. You see, you know, and it also says in Proverbs 22 and 3, it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. So guess what? It's gonna be a time stuff that we ain't gonna be teaching out here. You see. And yeah, you probably got the Bible and whatnot and stuff, and many different apps and whatnot, and several different versions and whatnot and stuff. But the thing is that if the Lord ain't with you, you ain't gonna get it, you ain't gonna apply it. And it also says that Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4, it says that wisdom shall not enter into a malicious soul. So guess what? They can't hold it. You see? But when it comes down to wickedness and stuff, oh, they got that down pat. Jeremiah 4 and 22, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. But guess what? Doing all that wicked evil shit and stuff, guess what? They're gonna have to sit up here and try to they're gonna try to survive and whatnot and stuff. But if you don't have the Lord with you and stuff, then guess what? It's pointless. You see? You know? So this is right? So this is and you some of us you ain't gonna find, some of us you might be able to find and stuff and we ain't gonna tell you anything. Why? Because guess what? You all had plenty of time. You have more time to scoff than get the word that you actually need to save your fucking soul. You see? You ain't gonna be able to point the finger. Oh, it's all because of them. No, it was all because of you. You had opportunity, and you blew it. So this uh this is Ezekiel chapter 3, and I'll go straight to the point. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 26, verse 25. 24, it says, "Then the Spirit entered unto me," it says, "and set me upon my feet and spake." It says, "with me." It says, "and said unto me, Go, shut thyself within thine house." It says, "But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them." It says, "And thou shalt not go out among them." It says, verse 26, it says, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth." It says, "that thou shalt be dumb." Right? And when you go into that word dumb, it's not stupid. It's dumb. It's the word alum, and it says to fast, hence of the mouth, tongue tied. You know when somebody tongue tied, guess what? You can't make out what they're trying to say. You see, right? So imagine us not saying anything. No videos, no private lessons. You know what I'm saying? You know, no and what what my scoffers like to do is that they like to try to provoke me and stuff so they can bring forth the word. But guess what, brother? So they can hear the word and stuff from me. Because other than that and stuff, guess what? They can do what they got themselves and stuff. But guess what? They underneath certain restrictions. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why they really resort to that and stuff just so they can get information. But guess what? Eventually down the line, there's not. They just what was it and stuff. It was a cyber attack and stuff on Rumble, and when it come down to Rumble, there's no restrictions. You can say whatever the fuck it is you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have to worry about videos being taken down and whatnot. But guess what? They're come at the well, they're coming. They came at the Rumble. You know what I'm saying? You know, so guess what? That also shows that guess what? They're gonna do many different platforms and whatnot, and having stuff where you ain't gonna be able to hear this word. You see, and it's either two things. We already know and stuff they're gonna come with a cyber attack and stuff. We already know they're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, talking about the sun and all that and stuff. No, we already know that they're gonna do that and whatnot and stuff. Why? Because this word is messing them up. But guess what? It's gonna also bring forth Jacob's trouble. Because guess what? Now you all can be warned about warned about the different things and stuff that's gonna happen. You see? And yes, you know, when it comes down to it, it's going to be Jacob's trouble. They're going to make mandatory and stuff the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? You know, and guess what? You see in all these other countries and stuff hating the whore. And what is the whore and whatnot and stuff? The whore is America. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because she been sitting on every other hedge. Meaning bringing forth a philosophy and stuff to other parts of the country and stuff. And guess what? They complaining about an ungodly father. You see? Right? And that ungodly father is Esau. You see? And the 10 toes and whatnot, they breaking up from each other. You see, right? So this is back in Ezekiel 3:26. It says, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth." It says that thou shalt be dumb. It says, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. You know, when it came down to Jeremiah, man, they didn't want to listen on to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Matter of fact, before I get there, before I go to that, this is this is uh this is Second Ezra chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, "Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. Death, being deleted, or being carried away and stuff into incarceration and stuff because of what you believe." You see? It says that they which so like it says in the way of truth shall be hidden. It says in the land shall be barren of faith. Remember, they still got the book. People gonna be hiding books and whatnot and stuff. People are gonna because what are they doing? They trying you got they're trying to outlaw the Bible. You see, and that should be a clear sign and stuff that all those other religious books that's out there, and I'm gonna just use that word. But when it comes down to all these belief systems, when it has its own literature, guess what? They're not taking anything else. They're not taking nothing else away. So like they not taking, yeah, I'm saying it correctly. They not taking any other doctrine away and whatnot and stuff. The only thing that they really trying to cover up and stuff is the Bible, and that should let you know and stuff right off the rip that it's true, that the Bible is true. You see? So this is I'm gonna read again. Second Ezra 5:1. It says, "Nevertheless, what it's like you got I forget what state it was, and this is old. You know what I'm saying? But it's still useful. When it comes down to it was a certain state, and I think it's in the further western hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? It's in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much what happened was that they had pretty much uh, 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 labeled the Bible and stuff. It's on the same terms of an AK-47, assault rifle. You see, you know, where it's like you got to have like a permit or something just so you can have it. You know, they taking Bibles and stuff out of the libraries. They taking Bibles and stuff out of certain places where the Bible will actually be on the shelves of the stores. They taking that away. You got people that's burning books. Should I had a dream of that? You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, right? So you can have the literature, but if the Lord is not dealing with you and opening up the spiritual eye, know what I'm saying? All this time that Yahweh Shai stuff was knocking on the door through his prophets, you know what I'm saying? Because he's written in the value in the book, as it says in Psalms 40 and 7, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be in trouble, even though you Jacob. You see? And Jacob's trouble is really for the two-thirds. Yeah, it's going to be some of us going to be martyrs and whatnot and stuff, but guess what? The Lord knows where we stand. You see? We standing so stiffly and stuff for Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? We standing so stiffly on those names. You see, just like Job said, even if the Lord's slay me and stuff, yeah, I will keep my integrity. And what's that integrity? Living innocently and stuff in the eyes of the Lord, meaning being His obedient servant. You see, you know, and not being servants unto men. And when I say servants unto men, I'm talking about of this world. You see. Because guess what? The men of this world and stuff, guess what? They're not trying to sit up here and save your soul. They want you to join in with it and stuff so you can be fucking destroyed. You see? Because in Esau's mind, if all Jakes are destroyed and whatnot, then guess what? The blessing stuff will be up for grabs and stuff. And they know they want the blessing that they lost by their forefather Esau. You see? Right? So this second Esdras chapter 5, verse 1 again, it says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens mean signs. Behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. You know what I'm saying? It says, and the way of truth shall be hidden. It says, and the land shall be barren of faith. That's why we're being ready, so we don't have to get ready, even though a lot of people think that they're going to get ready. Now, you got to get ready and stuff and then be ready. Nah, it ain't going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with strange apparitions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you all don't know how to sit up here and fight demons off. You know what I'm saying? When you get told and stuff, you got demons on you, and how to exercise those demons up off you, you niggas and stuff add more demons to yourself. You see? And if you're doing this right now, if you all are doing this right now, how much more and stuff when guess what? You can't have access to the word. You see? Right? It says, verse 2, it says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. You know what I'm saying? Right? Why is iniquity is going to increase and whatnot? Because the way of truth and whatnot is not there and it's not accessible. So what's the only way that people actually know? Wickedness. Right? So that's what they're going to stay with. You see? You know? They're going to think they're going to have be with carnal minds. You see? And the Lord said he ain't dealing with that. We'll get that too. It says, it says, in the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. It says, but if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet. It says that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night. It says, and the moon thrice in the day. It says, verse 5, it says, and blood shall drop out of the wood. It says, it says, in the stone shall give his voice. It says, and the people shall be troubled. So people are troubled and stuff when it comes down to this word. You know, saying that the fact that if you all come up against us and whatnot and stuff, then guess what? That's a sign that we're doing for first and foremost. That's a sign that we're doing what's correct because they came after Yahweh Shah, the circumcision and the uncircumcision. You see, when they didn't believe, or when they didn't believe, or they didn't understand. When they didn't believe and didn't understand. You see, and when we speak about when we speak about these different things happening, whatnot and stuff, for everybody who's invested so much time and blood, sweat, and tears and stuff when it comes down to America or the lives they have right now, you know what I'm saying? Uh, um, they're actually upset. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like you saying all this hard work and stuff that I've done and whatnot, it's all gonna be wasted away. Like Elder Yashawamba, what he say? He sat up here and was like, in one of his old videos called Persecution and stuff. You know what I'm saying? 50-minute video, right? And he was pretty much, well, it was probably an hour. Thing is that a lot of people and stuff gonna sit up here and say that it's all our fault, and it's like, how is it our fault when we got to go through the same trouble? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Jacob fled from Esau. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau felt like he was bamboozled, and he searched for Jacob and stuff for a long period of time. You see, you know. you know. And we the reason why we know it was a long period of time and whatnot and stuff because the week in the scriptures and stuff is 7 years. You see, right? And he worked for his uncle Laban. You know what I'm saying? Married his cousins. You know what I'm saying? You know, because those were the because Jacob's auntie was Rebecca. You see, right? So if she had a brother, then guess what? He had sex with his cousins. You see, but anyways and stuff. When it come down to it, he was out there for a long period of time and stuff. So you got Esau and demon filled Jakes and stuff who gonna be after us. Who gonna be like it's all your fault. And it's like once again, how is our fault when we got to go through this too? We got to hold on the word and whatnot and stuff. Because guess what? We're gonna be surrounded by every side and stuff, and everybody gonna be wanting us dead. You see, right? So this second Ezra chapter 5 verse 6, it says, and even he shall rule, it says, whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth. It says, and the fowl shall take their flight away together. It says, and the sodomite sea shall cast out fish. It says, and make a noise in the night. It says, which many have not known. It says, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. It says, verse 8, it says, there shall be a confusion also in many places. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have Project Blue Ring, Project Blue Beam, you know what I'm saying? Project Blue Beam, you know, and people who don't know the scriptures and stuff, man. I could have sworn that said Judah. Uh, 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 they're gonna be using holograms and whatnot and stuff just to confuse the people. And people, and since people and stuff don't know the truth, since our people don't know the truth, when it come down to 2/3 of them, or the rebellious of them, you know what I'm saying, or they refuse to disregard the Lord's word, you know what I'm saying, guess what? They're gonna be taken to and fro. You know what I'm saying, right? Part of that being taken in great number and whatnot and stuff is going to be by these different philosophies that's out here. You see, false philosophies. I said falsehoods. You see, right? So it says there shall be a confusion also in many places. It says, and the fire shall be often sent out again. It says the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters. You know what I'm saying, right? And when it comes down to beasts changing their places, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna start coming into cities where humans and stuff dwell. You see, I think it was I think it's El Dorado or something shit like that and stuff. And I ain't talking about the little cartoon movie. You know what I'm saying? But it was mountain lions and stuff, and it was a group of mountain lions and whatnot and stuff, and it was, and we seen them not in the mountains and stuff, but they was on someone's cameras. You see, on someone's cameras and whatnot and stuff. So guess what? They was roaming and stuff in the neighborhoods. You see, you know. When animals and stuff, when they lose it and whatnot and stuff, when they, because what is it called, like when they don't have nothing to eat and whatnot and stuff, guess what? They get delusional and whatnot and stuff. And if you smell good, man, like in them days and stuff, for you women that still can have your periods and stuff, you PMS and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Having your menstrual menstrual cycles and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? A lot of you all will get smelt off by the wolves and the carnivores and whatnot and stuff. You see, and you're gonna need a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? One that the Lord had chose. You know what I'm saying? Right? So this is mistress women shall bring forth monsters. Those all monsters and stuff are individuals and stuff who can't receive this word. You see? Because monsters, all they know how to do is live off instinct and carnality. You see? Right? Right? So this is Second Ezra 5:9. It says, "And salt water shall be found in sweet." It said, right, and that salt water being found in sweet and stuff, is that you're gonna have individuals and stuff who got half the truth and have winging it, right? And it says in the scriptures, and this is how you save your ass, speaking as a man, you know what I'm saying, and also covering your mouth. Pretty much don't speak on things and stuff that you don't know. You see, right? But it's gonna be individuals and stuff who gonna speak on shit that they don't know about, right? So this Second Ezra chapter 5, verse 9 again. It says, "And salt water shall be found in sweet." It says, "And all friends shall destroy one another." It says, "Then," because people are gonna fight each other and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because one family and stuff will be suffering more than the other. You see, right? And it says, that's when a lot of people with a grocery store and stuff is shut and being robbed, and the glasses being broken in and whatnot and stuff, because people are going to be hungry and thirsty and whatnot and stuff, because that part of the famine is going to happen as well. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that guess what? People going to be betraying one another, as it says in Matthew 24. You see, and it says, then shall wit hide itself. It says, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. It says, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. It says, then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. And it says, one land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? It says, and it shall say no. So guess what? You're going to be looking for a man in the Lord. And what are you going to do? One of the things and stuff that always come to mind is what Israelites, when they was being unfaithful, you know what I'm saying? Right? When the Lord was testing them and whatnot and stuff, and the thing is testing their faith. You know what I'm saying? Out in the wilderness, when coming out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying? And they over here, they saw grand miracles, great miracles, like it. They saw grand and great miracles and whatnot and stuff, right? And and saw grand and great miracles and whatnot and stuff. And uh, uh, they came up against Aaron because Moses was taking too long. And remember, the scripture says, "Where there's no vision, the people perish." You know what I'm saying? Man, just imagine people and stuff going out their way, traveling from sea to sea, trying to deal with seasickness and whatnot and stuff, just so they can hear the word or hope to find the word. You see, because even like when it come down to Jeremiah and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I was gonna get that. This is Jeremiah here. This is Jeremiah 15, verse 1. It says, then said the Lord unto me, it says, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be toward this people. It says, cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass that it says, Shalaki, let me get this verse. This is Jeremiah. Man, that's nice, man. It's cool. Uh, Bear with me. 16. This is Jeremiah 16. No, actually, I'll wait for that one. This is Jeremiah 15 and 2. It says, and it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? You know what I'm saying, right? So guess what? They're going to be wanting to know what it is that they got to do. It says, then It says, then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, such as are for death to death, and such as are for sword to sword, modern day swords to gun. It says, and such as are for the famine, to the famine. It says, and such as are for captivity to captivity. You see, right? Verse 3, it says, and I will appoint over them for a kind, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear. It says, and the fowls of the heaven. It says, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. You know what I'm saying, right? Because the Lord and stuff, he's going to pull his hand back. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have get your hand held and whatnot and stuff. You're supposed to be been building yourself up all this time. You see, right? And if you have the individual and stuff who do know the scriptures and whatnot and stuff, and they're telling you to be careful of how you build, and you're not taking heed to that and stuff, then guess what? By the time you try to take heed of stuff, it's gonna be too late. What's that song? You know what I'm saying? What's that song? Or those certain lyrics and stuff where it says, ain't no sunshine when she gone. Well, guess what? When the wisdom get pulled away and whatnot, it ain't gonna be no sunshine. It's gonna be some dark ass days. You see? So this Jeremiah 16. This Jeremiah 16 and verse 1. It says, "The word of the Lord came also." Let me wait. This is the second entrance 15, verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." It says, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." You see, it's 18, not 16, right? So, you're gonna have people and stuff who's gonna be looking at you and stuff sideways and stuff and ready to put you to death and whatnot just by knowing this word. You see, I mean, think about this stuff. If you can't get into a fight with somebody and stuff just because you tell them that you ain't trying to vote, you know what I'm saying? How much more when it comes down to this truth? You know what I'm saying? And we know it's piercing them. Double-edged sword, you see? Right? It says, meaning double-edged sword, meaning, other people and stuff can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Then you can also hurt yourself. You see? Right? Right? It says, it said, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." It said, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," and stuff. And we see how these people are unfaithful. You know what I'm saying? The very word comes out and stuff, and you all get the bitching. What is you doing? You see? And some of these people and stuff, man, Galatians 6 and 3, you know what I'm saying? It says, when a man think himself is to be something when he if when he is nothing and stuff, he deceiving themselves. These people, I got scoffers and stuff who ain't trying to do the work. They too scared. They claiming that they're gonna steal my Bibles when they can go get one. Fuck is you working for? Fuck you got money for? Go get your own. But they can't do it. You know why? Because a lot of them are fucking agents and stuff, and they have restrictions. Or once again, they don't want to deal with the persecution. They want a smooth ride, no, I'm thinking slow ride. They want a smooth ride and stuff into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to get into the kingdom and stuff by the broad way. They don't want to go through the straight gate. You see? And when I say straight, I'm talking about STRAIT. You see? Difficulty, right? And the thing is that they don't want to go through it. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers talking about we gonna get the W, shit, not the way that you niggas and stuff are doing it. I got a better chance of getting the W and stuff if you niggas don't fucking repent. You see? And the thing is that they don't want to be at peace with me and whatnot and stuff. So guess what? They're gonna always be filled with demons. And if they always filled with demons and whatnot, you know what that means? That means that guess what? They fucking up their chances, but they ain't fucking up mine. I got a chance, and others and stuff that's out there and stuff that's going through. This is the condition of the battle, as it says in Second Ezra, the 7th chapter. So you got to go through this, because if you don't go through it and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then it means that the demons don't even know who you are. And when I say that and stuff, meaning that they don't look at you as important. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to try to take you down. Why would a demon still try to take you down and stuff when you took him down and stuff already? You see? Or when it come down to a fighting chance and whatnot and stuff, you fold all the time. You see? You know? This is second Ezra 15 and 3 again. It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." Incredulity goes into unbelief. You know what I'm saying? These people don't believe. Guess what? It shows. You know what I'm saying? It shows and stuff. Just like how you can uh just like how you can smell no, I ain't gonna say that. it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Destruction goes with mindsets. You see, right? It says, verse 6 was one of them. It said, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? People sins risen to heaven, man. And it says, therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. It says, which they profanely commit. It says, neither will I suffer them in those things. It says, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. It says, in the souls of the just complain continually. You know what I'm saying? Right? So when it comes down to it and stuff, man, we gonna complain about this place and whatnot. But guess what? Scoffers are not complaining. They trying to prove that the philosophy of this world and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, is the correct way when it comes. It's like they trying to use the ways of the world and stuff. It's like they trying to say that the way or the indoctrination of the world and whatnot and stuff is what's going to save us. You see, when that shit ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, why the fuck would they scoff? This is the very word and stuff that's supposed to save. You see, Christianity gave you false names. Any other philosophy, Catholicism, false names. You know what I'm saying? And when this truth being bringing forth this truth and whatnot and stuff, it, it can get you killed. You see, but guess what? You'll get a crown of life at the end and stuff. While they get the Burger King crown, right? Because they want the crown of corruption. They want the crown of corruption and incorruption. That's what they want. And the thing is that guess what? You can't have both. You're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to make a choice. You see, right? Right? Just like righteous lot and stuff, he was vexed every day with the wicked conversation. And that conversation is not just what people sitting down and talking amongst each other in a round table. No, that conversation goes into behavior, nostrophe. You see, and people rather deal with wickedness than deal with righteousness because wickedness is easy, but when it comes down to righteousness, it's hard. You see, and it says, verse 9. It says, and therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. It says, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? What's that? People are looking for peace and safety, but certain destruction gonna come. You see, here it is and stuff. They over here talking about take these snake bites and whatnot and stuff, and it's gonna heal you. And whole time, no, it fucking didn't. It put more people to death. You see, and the thing is that guess what? The government knew it was gonna put people to death. The people who made the different snake bites and whatnot and stuff, they knew that it was gonna kill people and stuff, and they still released it and stuff on you people. You see, you know, right? The shit. What is it? It's Leviticus 19. Cause I don't want to bridge off. Leviticus 19 and 28. It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. And when you go into the word marks, it's the word kwai kwai. You know what I'm saying? Means incision. You see, right? And the thing is that guess what? They're gonna use just the same way how they was attacking people's livelihoods and whatnot and stuff, right? Uh, 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 they're gonna do the same thing and stuff when it comes down to the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. They're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna either get cut off, you either take this or you're gonna get cut off. You see, you know, and guess what? That's gonna also bring forth persecution too. You see, so ain't no hide, ain't no sneaking around, and ain't none of that shit going on. You see, right? It's like it, but just going back to But that's how the people and stuff are being led to the flock, led as a flock to the slaughter and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when it come down to animals and whatnot, when they go to the slaughterhouse and stuff, even though they hearing different animals and stuff make fucking noise and whatnot and stuff, they have no idea and stuff that guess what? They coming, they being placed on that treadmill or assembly line and whatnot to their deaths, and that's exactly what's going on when it comes down to you people, right? So it says, verse 11, it says, "But I will," and also you're going to also have individuals who's going to try to convince you to make a covenant with the heathens. You see, and it's gonna be more likely by the way of that mark. You see, you know, and all you fucking Asians and whatnot and stuff, hey nigga, you gotta fuck. You niggas need to you better choose. You know what I'm saying? You know, you better choose. You know what I'm saying? You know, because hey, shit, it's just that look, you gonna have to be a regular motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't let Esau don't let the money and the dainties and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas and stuff would be above a regular citizen and stuff because of the power that you all are able to have and whatnot and utilize and stuff within this wicked ass kingdom. Don't let no man take thy crown. And guess what? You even got to worry about yourself. You see, you see. And it says, Second Ezra chapter 15 and 11, it says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof," and whatnot and stuff. And pretty much the Lord is going to sit up here and he going to make sure that we're like chicks and stuff underneath his wing. You see? You know, he going to make sure that we protected and whatnot and stuff. And even if we do got to die and whatnot and stuff, guess what? If you die within the faith and whatnot and stuff, you got a crown. You got a crown. Got a crown and stuff. And guess what? You gonna rule over the heathens. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? The next thing that you doing and stuff is waking up in a chariot and stuff, seeing America fucking destroyed. You see, no matter where you are on earth, you're gonna see America and stuff completely engulfed in flames, the lake of fire, and you're gonna see that you're not burning right along with it. You see, you know, you know. Because it's going to be individuals who are going to get put to death, and the Lord's going to raise them up. I think that's John the 5th chapter. He going to raise them up out of the earth and whatnot just to feel that fire. And just imagine how much the Lord would have to hate you, or for the fact that you would have to that you came against the Lord or came up against his men and whatnot and stuff, to the point that not only did you die early, he brought you back to life just so you could burn back to death. You see, right? So this is verse 12, it says, "Egypt shall mourn." It says, "And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues." It says, and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail the weather." It says, "And with a fearful constellation." It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh." And guess what? Anything that Esau can weaponize and whatnot and stuff to kill you and whatnot and stuff, that's part of his blessing as well. It's not just an actual sword and guns. You see, you see. And it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." It says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." So guess what? A lot of people ain't finna have the Lord backing them up, you know, right? But once Esau and stuff take people's accounts away and whatnot and stuff, because he's gonna crash the economy, he's gonna crash the system. In order for it to go into digital and whatnot and stuff, he gotta crash this the monetary system right now. You see, you know, but then that's when the trouble gonna come, and he gonna come through like one of what's his name, Mister in the movie Mister Incredible, no, the Incredibles. And what happened? You had that little boy and stuff. He brought a destructive robot and stuff into the city and stuff just so he can play, so he can look like the hero and whatnot. Esau gonna do that to a lot of you all and stuff. We're gonna fuck around and forget, or the fact that guess what, you rejected it and whatnot and stuff. And I remember the brother Messiah, this was years ago and stuff, when it came down to Sunday Cap. he said, well, they did say that the Lord said that we gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people and stuff are not gonna. A lot of people and stuff are not even. You know, they're gonna try to do. They're gonna do anything that they can and stuff to get the what's it called? What's it called? Favor of the king, and the king and stuff of this wicked ass system and whatnot and stuff is Esau Edom. You see? You know what I'm saying? The elites are the ones and stuff who really the elites and stuff are the ones who really and stuff control this whole system, not your fucking presidents. You see? Right? So this is second Esdras 15 and 16. So it's gonna be all hell breaking loose. It's gonna be shit hitting the fan and whatnot and stuff. You see, most of you niggas and stuff, guess what? You you think you finna slide out into the woods and whatnot, into the mountains, and the Lord gonna sit up here and get you there. You see? You know, you know. Right? So it says, verse 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about the militants. You know what I'm saying? CIA, FBI, police officers. You know, it wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna care. You know why? Because they pushed into a corner and stuff where they gotta survive and do the best that they can and stuff. Especially if you individuals and stuff get children. You know what I'm saying? You know, because guess what? A lot of you all and stuff, you're not going to put the Lord first and whatnot and stuff. You're gonna put your family first. And the thing is that putting your family first ain't gonna save you. Putting your how about your shot first is what's gonna save you. And guess what? People ain't gonna necessarily do that. What if the Lord want to kill your child and not you? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Are you gonna still fight for the Lord and stuff, or are you gonna be angry at the Lord? You see, right? So this second Ezra chapter 15, 16 again. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men." You know what I'm saying? Especially for those and stuff who like the second address 16 and 70. It says for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So it's not just going it's going to be it's going to be shoot, I might as well get it. I want to get this. This is this Second Corinthians chapter 11 and 20. Uh, This Second Corinthians chapter 11 verse 19. It says, "For ye suffer fools gladly." It says, "Seeing ye yourselves are wise, for ye suffer if a man bring you into bondage, if a man devour you, if a man take of you." It says, "If a man exalt himself, if a man smite you on the face." It says, "I speak." It says, I speak as concerning reproach, I mean a shame, as though we had been weak. Howbeit, wheresoever any is bold, I speak foolishly, I am bold also. It says, are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. It says, are they ministers of Yahushua Mashiach? It says, I speak as a fool, I am more in labors, more abundant. It says, more abundant in stripes above measure. It says, in prisons more frequent, in deaths often. It says, of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one. It says, thrice was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. You know what I'm saying? Because they was going, they didn't have it in there back then and stuff. So guess what? They had to travel just to to go to different places and stuff to wake up Israelites. You see, right, right. So more than likely and stuff, you will see Apostle Paul and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fix a leak and stuff when it come down to the boats and stuff he was traveling on. You see, and it says at night, it says in a day I have been in the deep. It says in journeyings often, in perils of waters, in perils robbers. It says in perils by